Algebra 1, solving linear equations with 1x. An equation is a mathematical statement containing two expressions separated by an equal sign. Actually, if you take a careful look at the word equation, it's actually the root word of it is equal, E-Q-U-A, quit. So an equation must have an equal sign and two expressions on the left, one on the right. Linear equations have only letters with maximum exponent with maximum power of 1. So if you see any letter and you don't see any exponent, that's a linear equation because the maximum power is 1. Linear equations can be solved by making a letter the subject of the formula or the subject of the equation. To solve a linear equation with 1x, simply follow these steps. On both sides of the equation, subtract the number that is by itself. If it is a positive number, add the number that is by itself if it is a negative number. So if it's a positive number, you subtract it out. If it's a negative number, you add it out. You do the opposite of the sign. So if it's a positive number, you subtract it out. And if it's a negative number, you add it out. And here's an example, 12x plus 5 equals 29. And you want to solve for x. X is the unknown. X is an unknown variable. X could be pencils. If you have 12 pencils and you multiply by 12 and you add 5 equal 29, how many pencils are there in all? Okay, so we want to solve for x. So I'm going to create an example similar to this one, because here this example is solved for us already. So let's say you have 15x plus, let us see, 60 minus, let us see, 90. Equal to 90, sorry. A very simple one like this. So here you have a simple linear equation because the maximum power of x here is 1. If you don't see a power, then the power is actually 1. And we want to solve for x, so we simply subtract the number that by itself because it is adding. This is a plus 60, so we have to subtract 60 on both sides of the equation. The golden rule of solving linear equation, what you do on the left side, you must repeat it on the right side. Whatever you do on the right side, you have to repeat it on the left side. So if we subtract 60 on the left side, and we are subtracting 60 because this is a plus 60, so you do the opposite to cancel out 60. So if we subtract 60 on the left side, we have to subtract 60 on the right side for the equation to balance. 60 minus 60 will give us 0, 60 cancels out, and 90 minus 60 is 30. And now, on both sides of the equation, divide by the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x is the number that is multiplying to x. So the coefficient of x here is 15. So we have to divide by 15 on both sides. What you do on one side, you must repeat it on the left side. So we have to divide by 15 to cancel out 15 because 15 is multiplying to x. So 15 divided by 15 is 1. So if we divide by 15 on the left side, we have to divide by 15 on the right side. And we are left with x is equal to 2. Solving simple linear equations.